family? You already know the name, man. Pays and Plays podcast here. We're gonna go ahead and give you my favorite time of the week, baby. Y'all know I love my upset alerts. Week one upset alert, official upset alert. Plus, I will be giving you a survivor pick at the end of the video, all right? So let's get right into it. So, Cowboys versus Eagles. Yeah, Cowboys plus 7.5. Initial thought, it makes sense, right? You take the division dog, you ride it out, right? New head coach, I get it. You think they're gonna come up with new creative ways to make the game interesting. And the reason why I can also say this, you got Philly on the other side celebrating the banner, the ring ceremony, all these pregame stuff before the game even happens. Could lose a little bit of motivation. So that's where I can see it be caution if you're going to pick Philly minus 7.5. However, new head coaches seem not to really normally do well, especially with this situation, with the Parsons situation we just had. I just cannot trust the defense for the Cowboys. The offense will score, I will say that, but the defense, I just have no clue on who's checking who. And like I said, other than Philly, other than their CB2 spot on defense, this defense is damn near fucking perfect to me. So yeah, I still would take Eagles on the 7.5. Next game, we got Giants versus Commanders. Giants plus 6.5. Another division East, NFC East matchup. Y'all know how much I rave about Dowball. Great offensive guy. This Commanders defense, they need to prove themselves. I mean, I don't see nothing that makes me say they're a top 10 unit. Dan Quinn is not a bad coach, but I mean, the talent he had was still kind of lackluster. You're relying on older veterans and rookies and younger guys to kind of step up. But on this note, like I said, it being a possible sophomore slump for Jaden Daniels, this Giants defense look like they're ready to be competitive. And they have the guys in the trenches that could go up against this Washington front that they're going to have to gel together. And if Lamary Tunsil starts doing these pregame false start penalties, that's going to hold them back. And this is when it gets 6.5, starts getting a little trickier to where it might be a game-winning field goal they have to rely on, or 6 points exact they might have to rely on. I mentioned weeks ago this number was 7.5 Commanders. If this line goes up to Giants plus 7.5 by kickoff, I will be taking the Giants. Next game, we got the Battle of Ohio. Browns versus Bengals. Yeah, Browns plus 5.5. Listen, this number has been plus 5.5 for the longest. Now we're seeing plus sixes in some spots. And regardless, I would take both because you're talking about the Bengals. I do think they can win, but the last few week ones, they have not prepared to be well and they seem to lose. My problem is this offensive line is still horrendous. This first team unit couldn't even block in a fucking practice, bro. I remember seeing a video of Sharon Stewart in the A gap to Burrow. If you can't even protect the A gap in practice, not a game. We're talking about practice. And I've seen it in preseason games. This offensive line, first unit, is awful. Joe Burrow was still running around. How can you trust that when you got Garrett coming at you and you got Mason Graham, the power horse rookie, you got him coming at you. So I just really don't see it. This defense for the Browns is going to be 10 times better. Yes, they got Joe Flacco. I know that, but keyword Flacco. You know he's bound to throw a bomb if he sees it. You just better hope. If you're going back in the Bengals, you just better hope that receiver doesn't catch it because you know Flacco can throw those 40, 50-yard bombs within a second. So I see this game being competitive because it is the battle for Ohio. But you got to give me the Browns on the spread, bro. Plus 5.5, plus 6. If this goes up higher than that or by kickoff, you already know what side I'm going to be on. Next game, we got the Arizona Cardinals visiting New Orleans to take on the Saints. Yeah, this one plus 6.5, plus 5.5, whichever number. You're asking Arizona to cover a game by 6 to 7 points is fucking abysmal to me, bro. Like, And the crazy thing is, I feel like everybody's going to pick this game just because of the spread. I wouldn't touch that on the spread. I still think Cardinals win this game, but a team that still was what the third, fourth. I think they were the fourth team, the fourth worst team in the NFC West. You expecting them to come win by 7 points? I think that's wild to me. I know it's Spencer Rattler at quarterback. I'm already worried that Tyler Slaw is probably not going to be a good quarterback. You're a second round pick, and you couldn't even make the first string to a fifth round guy. Tells me what I need to know. But yeah, give me Cardinals to win. I'm not sure on the cover though. And lastly, Titans plus 7.5 against the Broncos. Listen, I understand it. You're going to say, well, you got Cam Ward. He's a rookie quarterback. We've seen what he done in Miami and Washington State. Yeah, but that's about it this team has right now. And your rookie quarterback against the Broncos. Sean Payton is a very good coach against rookie quarterbacks, like I mentioned from the previous video, which, by the way, NFL Week 1 full picks video is out. I can check that out too. And I don't even need to talk about the offensive side with Bo Nix because I think the Titans defense is just simply not good. And I know you got Brian Callahan as the second year head coach, but what about his pops, Bill Callahan? Because I think the play calling was awful last year. And if it's anywhere close to what it is last year, this year with Cam Ward, he's gonna fucking kill this guy, bro. Because this deep, like I said, bro, you playing against a top five unit with the Denver Broncos, and it's not going to be easy, especially at Mile High, week 1. And by the way, I know people think about rookie quarterbacks and think there's hope. And don't get me wrong, there's always hope with that. But rookie quarterbacks, especially week 1 against the spread, is not good, buddy. So I would definitely fade a starting rookie quarterback week 1. Just my advice. And survivor pick. I did say this is something I would do week by week, a survivor pick. Pretty much you pick one team to win. Each week you can only use them once. So out of this one, I'm gonna be the typical person to say the Cardinals because I won't pick the Cardinals in any other type of game but this game. So this concludes NFL Week 1 upset alerts. Hit the like button, subscribe, comment. Who do you think will cover the spread as an underdog or will be a underdog outright on the money line? Let me know y'all thoughts and opinions, man. And like I said, check out the Patreon. I will have the link in the description. It will have every best bet I will be making for NFL and other sports as well. And it's some little, it's something spicy up there for you too. So we got that on deck for y'all guys. All right. So let's make this money out here, man. And let's be safe as always.